Look, they got the Jeepster. We saw this at EJS. We knew we were going to see a sandstorm. I'm all excited. So for those of you who've seen some of our other videos, you know that we took this out with Mel Weed out by Kingman, or Bullhead City that is, excuse me, to do some off-road testing in this beast. The thing is badass. So in addition to being built super fast, having a pickup truck-like build, having long arms, coilovers, actually double throwdown coilovers, and trailing arms, this thing is just made to tear up the desert. It's got a 6.4 Hemi under the hood to make it all happen, coupled to a 6-speed manual transmission. Did I mention this thing comes equipped with Dynatrac XD60s front and rear? But if there is a place for my heart, it would be for this Wagoneer. This thing is gorgeous. One of the finest examples of a beautifully restored old piece of iron. What I would do to get my hands on this. So what we're looking at here is the Jeep Wagoneer road trip that Mopar totally restored for the Easter Jeep Safari last year. What I love about this is that this particular Wagoneer comes with the Razor grille. Most people like the Gladiator look or sometimes even the woodside paneling, but the Razor grille, this is what we have on Rusty, and this is what we always love most. What I like about this particular restoration is that unlike a lot of the other Mopar restorations that we've seen where they put an older body onto a JK frame, this one is actually using the Wagoneer frame that's been reinforced by being boxed in, and it's actually running coils instead of leaf springs and a 4-link suspension. And the best part is, to power this thing, it's got a 5.7 V8 under the hood. As some of you may know, I have a special place in my heart for Jeepster Commandos, and this beautiful red Jeep that you see right here was introduced at the Easter Jeep Safari for 2018 as being a Jeepster. So although it doesn't have the fugly, ugly looking grille that a Jeepster normally would have, rather it just has a JL grille, it still is a beautiful Jeep with beautiful lines, half doors and sweeping lines, and a fastback that all remind me of what a Jeepster's all about. So at the very front of the Mopar display, they have this 2-door JL Wrangler known as Nacho. And it'd be really hard for me to say that I don't love it, if only because the color of it is exactly the same thing as what we had on Ruby Cat, our 2012 JK that we had for years. Unlike the JK before, this JL looks outstanding as a 2-door, and with a minimal amount of lift and just slightly bigger tires, this thing looks like it's ready to go. Here we are at the Maxxis booth, and as you can see, they are actually featuring Code 1, the Dynatrac build that they made into a pickup truck way back when, and probably the very first JL to be riding on a set of 42s, except they're not running on 42s right now. They changed out their tires. So as you know, back in Moab, they were running a set of 42-inch Trepidors, but now they're running a set of Razor MTs. They've got more siping in them. They definitely look like they would give you a little bit more bite, even in wintry conditions. Of course, being that this is built by Dynatrac, you would expect to find XD60s, but it's also got some Evo suspension components running Fox shocks, Evo front bumper, and a custom Bestop soft top made specifically to give it that pickup look. We're standing over here at the Nitto booth. Check out Off-Road Evolution or Evo Manufacturing's brand new Jeep JL Wrangler Sahara in a Sting Gray. As you can see, it's featuring a whole host of Evo products, including their front bumper, their coilover suspension, rocker guards, roof rack, and of course, being that we're in Nitto, they're also featuring a set of 37-inch Ridge grapplers that look really awesome. Looking underneath, we can also see that they're running the Evo long arm kit. As you can see here, they've also got the brand new Evo MFG tire carrier installed on the tailgate of this JL Wrangler to give it more rigidity. And again, you can see that this ridge grappler is mounted on a KMC machete. Now that's a face that only a mother can love. So it's good to see that they're still making roof racks for the Jeep. Worn front bumper. It's a pretty clean front bumper. Replacement headlights seem to be the thing, which is kind of strange unless you've got a Sport or didn't elect to get the LED package with your JL like you should have, because they're really nice. The TIS forged JL Wrangler, and you can see it's running some massive wheels. What are these anyway? 37-inch tires on 26-inch wheels. You can see that this Jeep is running a standard Skyjacker lift with their dual stabilizer system. A lot of Hammerhead products, including their front bumper, and I'm wondering if this hood is made by them as well. This is a different hood. First time I've seen it on a JL at this show anyway. Hammerhead light bar, some Aries rock doors, and I'm going to guess that these are powered steps as well, based on how thick it is and this little sectional cutout. So this is the King Jeep. As you can see, it is a JL Wrangler Rubicon sporting a blue, black, gray, and white camo wrap. It looks really clean, and some of the cool features on it is that it's got Evo rocker guards, Evo roof rack, kind of a mild build, but totally functional looking, and that's what I like about it. Of course, being that it's King, it's featuring their awesome reservoir shocks, steering stabilizer, and get a load of this thing. It's like a sway bar link stabilizer. Air bumps, of course. Got your Evo tire carrier. We just got one installed on our Jeep as well. Looks real clean. So we're coming up to a really nicely built pumpkin Jeep JL Wrangler. One of the things that I really noticed right off the bat is the fact that it's got half doors. It looks like they're actually made by JCR. Although I've not always been a big fan of JCR per se, these doors have been done really nicely. You can see that they actually put these nice bevels that follow the body lines of the JL, which is really, really clean. They've got their door handles in line with each other, which isn't always something we've seen in the past. And best part is, they actually work really nice. The operation is really clean. The doors look pretty finished. They close nicely. Kudos to JCR, they did a great job. Overall, the lift is looks like it's being made by Rebel. Actually, this whole build is a Rebel build. You can see it says Rebel Off-Road. That's why it has a really tall stance. A lot of their coilovers are really tall. So if you like that sky-high look, these guys are definitely getting that job done. You can see that it's running a set of rock jock axles, maybe a TrailFX long arm kit. Really large 42-inch trepidors by Maxxis. Here's a cool feature. If you look at the dash, they actually have a color match to the rest of the vehicle. One other nice feature about this particular JL is the fact that it's got these Nemesis fenders. They're really clean and tight to the body, follow the body lines nicely, nice curves, which is a big and drastic change from most of everything else we've seen, which are angular and really bizarre looking on a JL. So Nemesis, you guys rocked it. These came out great. 49s. That's how big these tires are. And I've seen some of the photographs online, but this Black Ops Jeep over here at the AFE Power booth is nothing short of crazy huge. As you can see, these are 49-inch Super Swamper IROCs. They're absolutely massive. It's also running what looks like ORI struts and Curry Rock Chalk axles. So this, out here, this is Central Hall. Yes, turn it on.
Hi, it's Matt with Rancho Suspension and Dynamax Exhaust. We're here at the 2018 SEMA Show.
Thank you, Matt, for the awesome introduction. Obviously, we're here at Rancho. We want to see some of the cool stuff that they've got. Matt's been giving me some teasers, and I'm looking on the wall, and I think you need to show me what you got.
Let's go.
So this particular Mojito Green JL Wrangler Unlimited Rubicon is featuring the Rancho 3.5-inch coils and the long travel 5000 shocks. Now what's really cool about it is you can see not only do you get the taller coils at our progressive rate and give you a substantial amount of lift, but the shocks provide an amazing amount of flex, as we've actually seen ourselves, and they come with these control arms, front, rear, upper and lower. So the kit also comes with an adjustable track bar, as you can see right here. So of course, for those of you who've seen our Rubicon video, this glide plate right here may not be the most attractive looking thing in the world, but in my personal opinion, it is essential to have if you have a factory axle, if only to protect that drain bolt underneath from getting hit and causing it to leak. Like I said, I'm back.
How you doing, Eddie?
Long time no see. This is Pete from Energy Suspension, and today he's going to be showing us some cool new suspension products for the JL Wrangler. So right now I'm looking at this really cool joint made out of polyurethane.
Polyurethane.
And this replaces the factory bushings?
Replaces the factory bushings.
Do you have a sample of this so we can see like what it looks like installed? Or?
In the arm, well, we've got this arm right here.
Okay.
And you can play with it here. So this is a factory rubber bushing, right?
Okay, right.
Which is a good bushing, actually. Jeep did a really good job on it. But it's bonded, and it's got the limitations of OE rubber.
Right, the more you go, the more it resists.
Yeah,
right,
and then you hit this guy.
Oh, shoot.
Crank on it, crank up on it. So each of these gives an additional 25% of articulation
In the factory arms with the factory metals over the OE rubber bushing.
No kidding. So the question is do these need to be greased in order to stay quiet?
All you need to do, no, there's no, you don't need to service them.
Okay.
The only thing you do need on install, you need to grease them on the inside. You stopping by. Thank you very much, Eddie. Keep a lookout for it. Rockflex is coming for you.
Thanks, Pete. On a 2012 JK.
Yo, yo.
So I'm looking at it just for our own purposes. We've got a white Rubicon with the red outlines. And I have to say that the black wheels, which is something I haven't really been into in a while, but with the black wheels with the red rings and all the extra red accents on this white Jeep, actually look pretty good. I might have to consider something like that someday. Put on a black piece of vinyl across the pinch seam to kind of hide that ugliness that's there. You can see here Smitty Built actually is either making and or selling, or they just made something for this particular Jeep. A piece of metal strip that bolts right up and hides that pinch seam. Ooh, look at that, teal metallic. 1963 Jeep Traveler, Willie's wagon. This thing is gorgeous. Look at this, number 385 of 705. It's old school winch. Ramsey, you can see how long they've been around. It's got ambulance doors, nice bench in the back, folding up, wood runners. So much want.